The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the New Media Factory. Some programs on this network might include strong images and language and may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hi! It's coffee break again. And recently, it was just UN International Friendship Day. Meganon pala. It's like a legit UN event. Unfortunately, we're incomplete. Kaya nga eh. The four hosts are not complete, but she should be coming. So maybe maybe in the middle of the show, you're gonna see her creep in. So creep talaga. Anyway, so our topic for today is friendship. Wow. Sayang naman incomplete tayo. We're talking about friendship.
Hindi, actually, hindi na namin friends si Lynn. Wow!
Ang ganda. Tatlo na lang kaming host. Kinig ka.
Loka lang yung announcement.
No, actually, madaming texture kasi ng friendship. So we're discussing parang different facets of friendship. And one of the more interesting articles we came across recently lang is how technology has changed friendship, especially social media. It's an article in the Huffington Post. It's pretty interesting. Okay, it says a few things. Like, for example, sa totoong friendship, like how our friendship was formed.
Oh, wow!
Okay. In traditional friendships, yung friend, noun or condition, meaning a friend.
Okay.
It's a friend. Unlike in the new, the new milieu
the virtual friendship.
Yeah, cyberspace, it's to friend. If a friend ko siya, to friend. Parang ganon.
And then, pag hindi mo na friend, it's called de-friend.
Yes.
Tama ba?
And ang nakalagay dun sa article, parang in real life, hindi naman madali yung de-friending eh. It takes time.
Correct.
It's a process. Unlike in the virtual world, click, de-friend ka na.
Tapos ang nakakatawa pa doon, minsan, if you fight in real life, yung parang standard of FO, friendship over, is pag hindi na kayo friends sa Facebook. As in,
that's right.
Diba?
That's
parang,
right.
FO na kami, sobrang FO na kami, I already deleted her from my Facebook. Or,
in-unfollow mo na
tapos,
siya.
ang other level pa doon, I blocked her from my Facebook.
Grabe.
Meron akong kilalang ganon.
Na-block?
Oo. Barkada level yon tapos.
So yun, so the article basically, it says parang it's worried for the future of friendships. Kasi nga, in the traditional way, you become friends through time, through a process. Una acquaintance, awkward, pero biglang magiging warm, you share experiences together, then magiging close, may pagdadaan kayong mahirap, then it will be bonded. Unlike dun sa virtual world, ganun lang, tsaka ganun, friend and unfriend. May sinabi pa siya na traditional friendships, ang difference is quality ang hinahanap. Unlike the new friendships, quantity ang hinahanap. Kasi nga parang yun ang followers, na friends, ng ganyan. So yun lang, no worry yung nagsulat nito na I assume is 40 plus. Hindi siya age ng social media na we have to be, Chelly has a son already.
Shelly is 40 years old.
Shelly has a son already. So, tayo, when we become moms, that's something na kailangan talaga bantayan na hindi ma-replace talaga ng real-life friendships, yung online friendships.
I agree.
Speaking of real-life friendships, I think when you have, I was gonna say a real friend, pero pwede naman real friend yung virtual friend, diba? Do you agree with the saying that your best friend is also your worst enemy?
Kailang. Baka can be your worst enemy.
Can be your worst enemy.
Kasi parang alam niya lahat ng strength mo tsaka weakness mo, tapos pwede niya gamitin against you. Ganun ba yun?
Or the concept of the frenemy.
Segway pala niya
yun. Dahil ang ating top 5 for this week are the top 5 frenemies. How do we define frenemies? Yung parang friend mo, but she or he has this quality that just pisses you off.
Or yung away-bati kayo. I guess it has different definitions.
And different levels and intensities.
Yung pwedeng in real life, hindi kayo nag-uusap, pero sa Facebook, tinatag ka niya. Friends ba talaga kayo?
Ang laki ng impact ng virtual world din, ano? Okay.
Or pwede rin yung pag sa harap ng ibang tao, friendly kayo, pero kapag kayong dalawa lang, hindi kayo makapag-usap. Tas asar ka pala talaga sa kanya, I guess somehow that makes you frenemies.
Okay.
AKA plastic.
Okay.
To a certain level now.
Tama. Okay, so here are top 5 frenemies. The user-friendly. So, ito yung friend na pag, alam mo yun, normal day, wala siya. Pero pag may kailangan siya, biglang magpaparamdam. Yung kailangan either, kunwari, school, or work, or yung mga tipong freeloader, like sa mga group work, na parang, magsha-show up lang para mag-present, pero pareho yung grade.
Or nagtatrabaho ka sa isang malaking kumpanya na nag-sponsor ng concert na to. Nagte-text bigla kapag ka merong concert. Baka may tickets ka.
Tama. Ganon. So, yun ang the user-friendly.
Short and sweet. Oh, the flake. Okay. Yeah.
So, yung naisip ko, dandruff.
Hashtag Lynn Pinugo. Ay, wala pala dito.
Flaker pala. Okay.
Well, all of us have encountered a flake friend or have become flake friends ourselves. Ako, personally, na-experience ko maging flake myself.
Ako din eh.
I know you're guilty of it, diba? Usually, nangyayari to, ako yung case na nangyayari to sa akin. Kunyari, ito, barkada kayo. You're always together. Pag movie, kayong top of mind. Girls, watch tayo ng movie. Let's catch ganito. Or dinner tayo. Pero pag biglang nagka-boyfriend, nawawala. Oo. So, ako yun yung time na nangyari yun sa akin. Doon ako naging flaker. One time, yung parang pag may relationship ka, syempre top of mind mo na sa movie, sa dinner, yung boyfriend mo. So, paano na yung friends? Oo. Pero ideally, usually, yung flaker nga, yung parang invite ka ng invite, pupunta ako, tapos mamaya you're all together na, nasan si Lynn? Wala pala.
Or ang definition naman yung flaker, yung parang mag-i-invite, tas siya yung hindi pupunta, at saka palagi siyang, I'm on the way. Pero hindi pa umaalis ng bahay.
Tas na sila.
Ikaw, ano yung flaker mo?
I would say, nahiya ako mag-no. Especially when it's something that has been planned for so long. So I say yes, and then wait until the last minute to say no. Nakakahiya. I would like to take this opportunity to apologize to everyone. I have flaked.
Wait, so nahiya kang mag-no in the first place, pero hindi ka nahiya mag-no
like last minute?
Oo. Parang kasi yung heat of the moment, tara, punta tayo lahat. Sige. Nakakahiya. Nahiya ako ngayon.
Pero hindi ka na ganun ngayon. Masyado.
I was thinking, kasi meron kaming tinry namin i-define yung flake. Yung flake, kailangan umuo ka. Diba? Hindi pwedeng yung nawawala ka lang. Pag nawawala ka lang, wala. Disappearer ka lang na person, na friend.
Hybrid yun ng flake?
Flaker and user-friendly.
And disappearer.
Anyway, we find that you have to come to a certain point of maturity to stop being a flaker.
Sige, magpaliwanag ka pa.
Presinto! Tapos, ita-tweet mo yung link na to sa lahat ng mga...
mga
itatag mo sila sa Facebook.
Hindi, dumarating na ako sa mga events ng barkada namin. Meron pa nga kami, baka magka-family thing ka na naman, mama. Yung mga ganyan.
Nagiging joke na lang.
Tapos, ang mahilig pa na excuse ng flake, sure, I'll try. Pero hindi talaga yun.
Tapos, something came up.
I might pass by. Yan! Favorite ko yan noon.
I'll do my best to pass by. Ganyan. Pero nasa bahay ka nanonood na, Voice of the Philippines.
Or Parent Trap sa HBO. Yung talagang walang kwenta. I'll be there. Maulan pa eh.
Traffic. Okay, anyway. Enough time with the flaker.
There's always a chance to change. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, next we have the negastar. Now, the negastar is that person who is always negative or parang buzzkill siya. So, pag may good news ka, palagi siyang kunwari, oh my God, I got into UP, ganyan. But people get raped there all the time. Or yung
Debbie Downer.
Sobrang Debbie Downer. Or, I don't think I was ever that kind
victimized
of friend.
by ako rin ata. I try. Parang hindi naman ako ganyan. Wow!
Presinto nga. And you?
Tsaka kung may ganyan man ako sa buhay, hindi na kami friends.
Hindi kasi wala yata akong friend na negastar. Pero again, may hybrid tong negastar. Yung super positive naman na nothing's wrong in the world. Oh really? Yeah, let's go. Oh, it's raining. No, it's okay. We won't get stuck in Parang Peppy Patty.
Peppy Patty.
taas lagi.
Tapos yung mga mundane kwentos na sobrang hyper. Na parang, oh my God, I bought a pen today. Parang,
That is so cool! Wow, ballpen lang yan, guys.
Merong extreme pala si Megastar. Si ano din.
Si Peppy Patty.
Or
si
yung,
Debbie Downer.
yung sobrang exage, yung kunyari, naalala ko. Kunyari tatawag, belated happy birthday. Oh, I miss your birthday. I'm the worst friend ever. Oy! Grabe sa worst friend ever.
Freaking lame.
Oo, tinalo yung kasaysayan. Nasabihan ako nun ng tito ko who is a
Yung eyeliner ko nag-ranas nakatawa.
teacher siya ng lit sa UP. Tapos sinabihan niya ako na, you know, you do not honor your words. Kasi nga, exage daw ako magkwento. Sobrang ganda nun, Hindi naman sobrang ganda, di ba? Maganda lang. Yung gano'n.
So, hindi na siya Negastar.
Hindi na siya Negastar.
Iba, sorry, na-hybrid na. Pero, hindi, meron tayo lahat ng Negastar. I think, ito yung pinaka-frenemy na we try to distance ourselves from. Unlike the Flaker, medyo tanggap natin. Si user-friendly kahit papano. Itong Negastar, parang we distance ourselves from them.
Kasi,
or i-rehab natin sila.
Huwag magpaka-Negastar.
Hindi, kasi if you surround yourself with negative people, you will also have a negative vibe around you. You'll have that dark cloud above your head, that proverbial dark cloud.
Bakit ko malam si Rizal ngayon?
Okay, next. The narcissist. Ito medyo may pagka-hybrid din siya sa Negastar. Wow! Lahat na. Yung narcissist, yung parang lahat na lang ng topic, babalik sa kanya.
Yeah. Kunyari, I coming to the workout, I'm so heartbroken. Guys, kasi he said na ganito. Tapos kunyari, ako yung friend, you know what, my boyfriend also said that before, and talagang lahat mababalik sa kanya. Di ba ito yung may moment, yung na-breakan, pwede mo ibigay muna sa kanya. Parang
or even kunwari good news. So, let's use the I got into UP example. Oh, I got into UP! And then he'll be like, oh, I got into NYU. Or yung mga ganon. Moment ko to eh. Bakit ka bakit ka nangagaw ng spotlight, di ba?
Magdala ka ng flashlight mo. Ito, yung ganon. Limelight, flashlight. Okay! Or yung sobra sa selfie.
So,
may friend ba kayo na hindi nyo masabihan? Ako meron eh.
Ako dinelete ko
Ito
siya.
sinasabi ko na sa'yo ngayon
Panawagan show ba to?
Yung grabe talaga lahat. Maka-hashtag. Kasi yung pictures ng anak niya, ganyan. Hashtag sister, hashtag sisters. Plural mo lang eh. Nakakaasar talaga.
Okay, ito, blind item ko na lang to ha. Medyo narcissist to, pero meron kunyari tayong tatlo. Let's keep Lynn out of this. Kunyari tayong tatlo, may picture tayo, we take a picture. Smile! Okay, option, smile! Pipiliin lang niya, ang ipopost niya kung saan siya maganda. Wala siyang pakialam dun sa dalawa niyang friend kung pangit.
Kahit nakakirat yung isa.
Naka-half eyes. Basta siya yung maganda.
Wala na palang pupils, pero okay lang.
So yeah, the narcissist.
Okay, next. The snake.
Meron tayong variations ng pangalan nito, di ba? The backdoor pock. Ano pa?
The back. Ay,
wala. Sige, wala. Doon na tayo sa the snake.
So, itong ahas na to, ano siya?
Ahas na to.
This person, this frenemy of yours, pretty much takes stuff away from you. Not just your boyfriend, yung parang break na kayo, tapos, experience kayo na, nag-break kami, tapos a few days after, ay, nagpaka-mall? Ay, kala ko best friends tayo.
Really?
Oo. Pero ano pa yun, high school, whatever.
Address niyan.
Pero the funny thing is, I don't know if this is apparently more usual. You can forgive your ex-boyfriend, but you can't forgive your friend. So until now, we never became friends.
Oh my.
Yeah, but my ex-boyfriend and I are really good friends.
Ganon.
So, I don't know.
Actually, ang isa pa kunyari hindi naman boyfriend, snake pwede rin sa gamit. Kunyari yung friend mo, alam niya, oh my God, I really want this, kunyari, pair of shoes or this pair of sneakers. Sobra talagang gusto ko.
Tapos pinapag-ipunan mo.
Oo.
Ganyan.
The next time na magkita kayo, suot na niya.
Tapos walang acknowledgement whatsoever na ginusto mo yun dati.
Or na ikaw ang nauna, you call dibs on it. Wala. Pero siya, suot-suot na niya na parang siya ang may bright idea.
Yeah.
The snake.
The snake.
The snake. So, yun.
Ulit-ulit?
Oo nga. Nag-echo lang. Ay, so, our top 5 frenemies? Marami pa, actually.
Nahirapan kami mag-whittle down to 5. Kasi ang dami pa.
Meryl the boy crazy, yung wala na siyang sinabi, kundi this boy, that boy. Pero ito yung parang binaka...
The druggy, yung magkakorek.
The BI, the bad influence.
Yung
pero meron din na iba yung druggy sa BI. Kasi pwede naman yung druggy na parang the druggy yung 30 years old ka na, or mga 35 naman siya. 35 ka na, ay, bakit high ka pa rin araw-araw? Mga gano'n, di ba? Or lasing 5 a.m. ka umuwi na araw-araw, gano'n.
For me, that's a frenemy, not because addict siya, tas ginajudge ko lang siya. I just, sometimes I feel slighted when you're together, tapos high siya.
Hindi mo ma-enjoy quality time.
Oo, hindi kayo magka-level. Pag high ka, antayin mo ako ma-high. Huwag ka na umuna.
Yun lang pala yung gusto. Kaya pala siya frenemy.
Hindi, yung nag-enjoy kayong lahat magkakabarkada, tapos biglang may lumulutang-lutang dyan na gumaganyan-ganyan. Diba nakakaasar? Tapos lalo na yung 30 na kayo, magsaya naman tayo nung masaya lang talaga tayo in our hearts.
Oh, yun lang. Pananawagan na naman.
Ang deep.
Ano ba yung mga iba nating that didn't make it to the list but they're worth mentioning? The mooch is the same as the user-friendly. But there are a lot. And we'll find out more from our guest who is the friend of all seasons.
The friend of all seasons, totoo yung title na yan. And we gathered a few questions from social media. Social media din pala yung balik. Oo. And we are going to ask for friendship advice from our very special guest.
So, see you soon.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with the game Chubby Bunny. But
Wait.
have you played Chubby Bunny before?
No?
You put a marshmallow in your mouth, you say Chubby Bunny. And you keep putting it in your mouth, and you keep saying Chubby Bunny.
Okay.
Whoever can fit the most in their mouth wins. But we're not gonna say Chubby Bunny. We're gonna have a conversation.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you, okay ka na ba?
Okay.
And you're gonna be like, okay na, okay na.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Go.
2 at a time.
Okay, I'll learn to do this time. Okay ka na ba? What?
Okay na, okay na. I'm sorry.
Okay ka na ba?
Okay na, okay na.
Okay ka na ba?
Okay na, okay na.
Okay. No, that's disgusting. Then the maid got jaundice. Jaundice is different from jaundice. Jaundice is buntis, like that. But she does not. Tears up. Tears up. Anyway, jaundice does not know. This is professional show. I will put the merienda here. So jaundice, and I'm now happy to present to you Carl Lutario. Halika dito, te! Tabi tayo! Gusto mo ng snacks? Ano ba to? Ganyan ba yan? Tapos?
Ang puti, mama.
Ay, tapos. Dito ba? Pwede ba dyan?
Pwede. Concealer. Yan, para sa show mo, ha? Oh.
Aray ko, amayaya ba? Pwede ba itong ano? Zora, pang ano ba to? Oil absorbing? Pwede ba itong pang nose line?
Tita Kay, may caution.
Caution! Caution! Basta ng glamour, te!
When used for the first 2 weeks, more pimples will appear. Burahin na sila. Sorry, ma'am. Ito talaga?
Pwede bago yan, don't worry.
Buti ako sa mata lang. Hindi naman nagkakap yun. Dapat pala caution muna yung pinasa natin.
Join your host Carrots Nazareno on Live Love Lols every Thursday, 7:30 to 8:30, only here on The Factory.
I was dared through Boss Man to eat a spoonful of not sugar but cinnamon. So you guys, I don't cower down to a challenge. I take them wholeheartedly and with spoonfuls. And I'm going to take a spoonful of cinnamon.
I saw this on 1,000 Ways to Die and the guy died. It was so sad. Okay, now say chubby bunny. I like the color of your lip. Are you here? Oh my god! She's gonna blow! You look like the Wicked Witch. So, how was your experience?
I need a raise.
What you've been missing on The Factory.
Were you the one who posted, James, regarding the guidelines when it comes to checkpoints?
Yes, I was.
That's fantastic.
Yes, I just made it up, but you know, I thought it was this time of year, right? Elections. You know, you never let the truth get in the way of a good story, okay? Children, do not follow this at home. I'm just kidding. Just so you know your rights. If you do get stopped by a checkpoint,
You are not allowed
We're able to verify all of these, James.
you're not allowed to run over them. That didn't make it here. So technically... Now, number 2. Upon approach, slow down. I guess that counts as not running them over. Dim headlights and turn on cabin lights. Okay.
Cabin lights.
Lock all doors of vehicles during inspection. Since
Lock?
Lock.
They might get pissed off because you're locking
But that's the
doors.
thing.
Okay.
This is where they get you. And this is actually, I know we're making fun of it a little bit, but
Yeah.
this is a serious issue. We've seen some people genuinely harassed. Drugs are planted and
they're
other
different
things,
stories.
you know. A Justin Bieber CD is planted, which is even worse.
Oh,
yes,
no.
I've heard of that, you know. And there's no defense for that.
What's Justin
There's really no
Bieber got to
defense.
do with the-
Yeah, it's like, but Your Honor, we found this. Throw the book at him. The
Then
CD
after
as
that
well.
you have to, then after that you have to submit your cell phone and everything. And next thing you know, you have a Justin Bieber ringtone.
Catch James Deacon and the boys on Counterflow Wednesdays, 7:30 to 8:30, only here on The Factory.
Hi! Okay, so our special guest just walked in and he already made 3 more friends.
Exactly.
Lynn is here now, by the way, so
He's not a flaker anymore.
she's not a flaker anymore. She just
Mahirap
arrived.
pala mag-absent na backstab.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Tim Yap.
Hello
Really
there.
needs no introduction.
Yeah, so si Tim, when he went in, I already briefed him na you have dubbed him friend of all seasons.
Yes, that's how I
Yes.
introduced you earlier. Kahit hindi naman tayo friends. Pero ngayon, friends na tayo. So, before we tape this episode, we decided to gather questions about friendship.
Yes.
And we feel like since you are always, around people, since you're always friendly,
Oh,
you're the premier eventologist.
That's really born a GRO. Eh?
Exactly. So we decided to, field these questions to you.
Yes.
So
Okay.
Right. How
From...
long have you guys been doing this podcast?
since May.
See, binaliktad
So
niya agad yung interviewer of all seasons. Yeah. Okay. From Cyril Ibanez, how can I keep the friendship between my guy best friend if I think I'm falling for him?
Sometimes we always because
advice.
No, because Liam, sa dami ng friends niya, nakita na niya lahat.
sometimes we feel that it's so easy to succumb to like a romantic kind of love, a romantic kind of friendship. Kasi diba we were surrounded by Hollywood, we are surrounded by friends who
That's true.
who are always in love, who love falling in love. Sometimes it's like when you're swimming in the water, you just have to make sure you have the right grounding. Alam mo yun? And if you feel medyo lumalalim ng konti, take 3 steps back. Enjoy the shore. Masarap naman mag-tanning. You don't need to go to the deep end agad until you're ready and until you're equipped with the right skills of swimming into the deep end of the water.
Grabe sa metaphors.
Diba? So, okay lang. At kung in love ka naman, we'll make sure also, we have to also protect ourselves and we have to make sure it's mutual. So, huwag mo munang i-rape.
So kung
Agad-agad.
hindi ka muna aamin, parang test mo kung type din kaya ako nito?
I think kasi when it comes to those things, feelings, honesty about feelings is overrated. You cannot be too honest all
That's
the time.
true. You're gonna freak out the person.
May timing yan di ba? Kailangan ingat-ingat lang pag may time. Yan.
May follow-up question ako. So,
Yes.
do you think it's
Back with
possible
vengeance.
to have to be best friends? Like a guy and a girl to be best friends?
Yung platonic
Oo.
relationship.
Na kahit may girlfriend ka na,
Yes.
pero meron ka pang girl best
I
friend.
really don't think it's impossible. People always say it's impossible because there'll always be some sort of attraction. Yeah, but we are not animals, Sometimes we're animal. Minsan humahayop tayo ng konti, pero we are not animals, So we can we have the gift of intellect. We have a rational mind that before we jump into things, we can actually really think about it.
Okay, we can control ourselves.
Yeah, we can control ourselves, and sometimes channel lang yan You really have to channel it into na even if, oh my God, you guys are getting attracted to each other but one has to have a little bit of restraint. Sometimes it's not worth indulging. Not everything in the buffet is worth eating. Right?
Food naman tayo.
You always have to, you have to find what you think is nutritious for you because then if you eat everything, you will get
fat. You'll become unhealthy. Okay, so we have a
bulimic ka pa.
Hindi isuka mo na lang yun.
Okay, now we have a caller.
What?
Wow!
Hello?
Hello.
Hi!
Hello.
Who's this?
Hi guys, it's Alex.
Hi, Alex! You have a
Hi
question?
Lynn, Anna, Bianca, Shelly.
Hi.
Okay.
I love this monitor thing. You can...
It's yours.
Ilusta ako sa
Yes, your
Yes,
question.
you have a question for our guest, Tim Yap.
Yes, I do. Oh, hey Tim.
Hey Alex. Hi.
Okay, here's my question. You guys are talking about friendships and frenemies, diba?
Yes.
Okay, would it be excusable to be a frenemy with someone who dated your ex?
A frenemy somebody who's dated your ex. Well, the mere fact that you have the person is dating your ex should be okay because kaya nga mo nga siya ex Diba? Ex mo na siya. So it's okay because sabi ko, I always say this, if you don't get over your ex, you will not get to Y and Z.
Tama.
So talagang it should be okay and it should be friends. No more, take out the enemy and the frenemy. I always think, the frenemy thing, that's why it's frenemy and not enemy friend because the friendship comes before the enemy. So you can always remove it, and you have to tell yourself, you have to really consciously tell yourself that, hey, we started off as friends. I don't need to put this enemy tag. And all it takes is like one-on-one session where you can just tell each other that, I know it's not just me or other people. People think that we have this frenemy, this relationship of being frenemies. But I want to take that out and be honest to you that I really want to sincerely commit to being your friend. And
So
then
parang may closure.
para you know that it's worth saving because I think life is too short to harbor frenemies. Parang sayang Parang sayang yung oras to be conniving, to be scheming, to be researching, kung may sinasabi ba against you. Kung tingin mo mas enemy than friend, edi out. Elimination. Process of elimination. Simplify.
We were just talking about that a while ago. I said, now that I have a family, it's hard to keep frenemies kasi nga, you have a limited time. So
yes, sayang oras.
To spend time with those who are friends, frenemies. Okay, pero alam mo yun, you're not in my priority.
Yeah, edit out. Tier 2, Tier 3.
Correct.
Yeah. So Alex, are you happy with the answer that you heard?
Definitely. I'll definitely tell my friend that.
Your friend. Thanks for calling, Alex.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Okay, ito kanina ko pa gusto itanong kay Tim, also being a social media maven. Meron bang etiquette or rule on defriending or unfollowing or...
I don't take it personally.
Pag may nag-unfollow
Oo, until pag diniem ko, how come I get the direct message with screen?
Alam nang ito.
I don't take it personally kasi sometimes, we have some certain things that we're promoting or baka nag-flooding tayo at tapos baka But also because I have sometimes Twitter unknowingly, unwittingly unfollow some of your friends. So all of a sudden, I've had a couple of friends tell me, Tim, why do you unfollow me? And I go, no, I didn't. No, you did. You know, and even like later I'll tell you. Even parang sa Instagram, wow, you're too big not to follow your friends. I go, no, that's not true. I follow you.
Yeah.
But also because when I tweet and I express my thoughts, it's not like I read everybody's, you know, so I don't really, or sa Instagram, or sometimes when I turn it on and it's there, then I see it, but it's not like I read through everyone. And it's so hard because there's another person, okay, I'll say it, Miriam Kiambao, you know, it's funny because she follows like 100,000 people. You know, like, so in my mind, how can she? But she does.
Yeah.
You know, she'll respond to like a tweet of mine or on her WhatsApp. You know, I guess she's categorized. Tapos meron kang windows.
Parang filters.
Filters. Pero in my mind, how can you actually follow more than 100,000 people? You know, so it dilutes the message. I can be your good friend and I don't need to follow you because we see each other often enough. Yeah, so
that's a great point.
Yeah, it's so funny because for the longest time, I wasn't even following Belle. And Belle said, how come you're not following me? I go, I'm not ba? Okay. Andali lang naman eh. Hindi follow.
Yeah, tama. Parang hindi ba ang mas nagmamatter yung sa totoong buhay if you're followed online? Okay, this one is from Valerie Ann Deposo. How can you bring back yung friendship if it's almost a year, hindi kayo okay, and no one takes the effort to resolve the problem?
So I guess ready na siyang
to bridge. I think what ruins friendships is this thing called pride. You know, sometimes pride puts walls in between us. But in the end, hindi na kayo magkarinigan, di ba? So I always say that instead of having a wall in between you guys, push the wall and make it into a bridge. So you guys can connect better with each other. You know, because
sa metaphor.
Bumper sticker ko na yan.
Ang libro.
Bumper sticker. Kasi ang nangyayari kasi lagi we are always, you know, these cell phones and everything else. I was reading a book and it was, the other word for all these gadgets is solitary enhancement machines.
That's true.
You know, so because it's so nag-dinner nga kayo lahat together, nag-edit mo kayo lahat, whatever. So I feel that we're so trained to become solitarily enhanced. You know, so I feel, but a friendship is two hands holding together and communicating and being able to understand and feel each other. So you know, how can you feel each other if you guys are naghahanangan ng walls? So you know, it's again friendship is 1 + 1 + 1. It's addition. You know.
Ang sarap mong friend. Nag-express.
Mag-hold hands din kayo.
From Jennifer Gilen.
I was able to answer that.
Yes.
Yeah.
From Jennifer Gilen Malabat. Ito parang feeling ko common din to. What will I do if me and my best friend were sort of having a gap? Kasi hindi na kami classmates and have different schedules. Siguro this starts lalo pag you're working na.
From college.
I agree.
But see, like I think you guys have been in touch despite through work schedules, through travels. I know of a lot of our friends who have moved abroad, but when they, I think the true test of friendship, you know, friendship knows no distance. Time lapses or whatever. Like I'm still in touch with my grade 2 best friend. You know,
grade 2.
We're still we still are in touch. We Christmas. Well, sometimes I've missed a couple of Christmas dinners of our like college barkada, but then I make time to it's part of that commitment, that the contract that you signed. But also a really good friend also can. You have that maturity to know that parang it's like riding a bike. Sometimes, ang tagal ka hindi nag-ride ng bike, pero pag mag-ride ka ng bike, get mo kagad. It's that's the kind of friendship that na nag-invest kayo with each other.
Right.
Na isang usapan nyo lang, get mo na kagad. Same you're on the same pace, wavelength. Yeah, and if not, then make time to catch up.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? It's as simple as making time. As committing to make time for each other to catch up. It can be over coffee in some coffee shop. It can be a slumber party. The two of you guys will have an overnight thing, or when you guys have a free weekend to commit to get like the cheapest tickets to go out of town.
Yeah. Kahit Tagaytay lang.
Alam mo, pag may anong tawag, may paraan. Pag gusto, may paraan. Pag ayaw, may dahilan.
It's true. I get it is a relationship, so you have to work on it. Right? The same way that you work on your romantic relationships, you also cannot take your friendships for granted.
But sometimes, di ba, the friendship gives you a harder time than a relationship. There are friends. There are friends.
Mas high maintenance.
Parang mas high maintenance ka pa sa ano ko.
Okay, this is from Gout Whisperer. And the question is...
Gout Whisperer? What a name! Whisper to a gout.
Kasi kaya niyang mag-tame ng mga gout symptoms. Huwag ka munang sasakit tuhod.
Okay, how do you deal with friends regarding conflicts involving money?
Maganda
Lista sa hashtag lista sa tubig.
Okay, I know how to deal with it. I think because I have been dealt with that na parang one time I needed financial assistance from a friend, and this friend of mine, it's not a matter of rich or poor o maraming cash to burn or hindi. Marami siyang cash to burn, but he made it clear to me, Tim, we're really good friends, and for me, money matters are very serious. So I don't want this to affect our friendship in any way. So, very earnestly, concise, sinabi sa akin na ganito. So, because of that, na-brief ako ng mabuti, na klaro. Hindi yung parang, okay, sure. Tapos, mag-aantay ka, tapos pag hindi naging, because he did also make it clear that this money matter might affect and change our friendship. So, we should respect our covenant of our money exchange para klaro tayong dalawa. And our friendship will not be affected. On the other hand, I've also had a friend naman na parang, in terms of in business, and all of a sudden merong what is due to me is this much, tapos parang pinagkakait pa niya bigla na parang ayaw niya ibigay kasi because the deal was whoever gets closes the deal sa kanya yun, whatever pero endorsement ko yun well, syempre talaga ako nagpasok ng deal, whatever, baka he's watching. Tapos sabi ko I'm not gonna fight over 100,000. Hello, sa'yo na yun. So I let it go. Because
are you still friends now?
Yes, because I valued the friendship more than the money. Yeah. If I valued just the money, then I would have burned bridges because yun din but kasi may ibang tao, yun ang nature nila. They like to burn bridges over money. Then maybe in the end they'll realize it's not worth it because money you can burn. I mean, you can
always
spend,
earn it.
You can always earn it. Friendships, you can always earn it also, but it's harder to earn.
Okay, this is another question from Carl Molina. Do you guys believe that some friendships are meant to end?
Ang deep.
Yes.
Yes, I agree as well.
Yeah, again, we can't keep everyone, can't take it with you. When you see, it's like, kung ang school nga pagka-dating sa next level, pagdating sa college, may cut off. Diba? Or not everybody people who don't reach the grade point average cannot proceed to the next level. So in the end, we cannot keep everybody as friends, even if we want to. Again, life is all about the more complicated it seems to become, the more we have to keep it simple. And if that entails keeping the right friends, the few friends that you feel you deserve in your life, then so be it.
So parang nice isipin na kunyari, friends kayo ngayong college. Isipin mo na, syempre you're hopeful that you're going to be friends after college. But what if those are the only 4 years you have really together? What if the person goes abroad and then sure you can keep in touch through internet or whatever form of technology. But para kasing ibubuhos mo na yung effort mo dun sa time na meron kayo.
Oh, yeah. And be thankful for that, that it's time-bound.
Yeah.
Diba? Just like your boyfriends or whatever, sometimes we always wish that things are forever because we're made to believe in this illusion of forever. But hey, some things are not meant to be forever. And just be thankful for that great boyfriend you had, for that whatever section, whatever. Okay yan. Just be grateful.
Fun while it lasted.
It's true though.
Thanks.
bring with you the lessons.
And also, I think we all grow as people, and sometimes we don't grow at the same rate.
Oh.
So it's just a natural death that they won't grow with you.
Yes.
And sometimes, especially if it's your friends from childhood, you feel like holding on to it for sentimental reasons, and then the more and more you try to hold on to it, the more you realize you really have nothing to talk about anymore.
The more you're killing pa na.
I had this friend who was like my neighbor, like when I was like, till 5 years old, mga ganyan, 7 naman years old. Then all of a sudden, he calls me out of the blue, just recently, and he wanted me to host this wedding. And in my mind, like, okay, how long have we not seen each other? And then all of a sudden now you want me to host your wedding because you're so proud of me. Thank you for being proud of me, but I don't know your life.
Yeah.
I love hosting my friends' weddings, and they're dear to me, and I know their love story, but I don't know you anymore.
Ano yung personal anecdotes na i-share mo nung 5 years old?
5 years old kami nag-gawa kami ng Dimos tsaka ng Goddess Fight. Tapos binigay ko sa kanya yung G.I. Joe ko. Tapos, ano yun? Oo, tapos na.
Nung nadapa ako, pinunasan niya yung putik sa tuhod ko.
Tapos, nag-iyak na ako. Yeah, but so it's sometimes it's kind of weird also, and especially when they ask for favors. Not that I'm swapang or whatever, because we're not. But then you have to also weigh in the depth of the friendship that you have.
Yeah, I think that when you cut friendships, the key is kapag naka-move on ka na, wag ka rin naman yung all of a sudden feeling mo that friendship
wala na.
Oo, yung nega ka naman toward it na, masama naman talaga siya. Yung walang ibabaw sa'yo, yung mga
good memories.
Keep a grateful attitude about
it. The attitude is gratitude.
I went to recently I was abroad, and I met up with this friend of mine. In my mind, should I call her? I haven't really seen her in a long time. Parang the last time I saw her, she was single. She got married to an Italian man, and they had a kid. Yung marami na nangyari sa buhay namin. And then I go, okay, it's worth a call. And then later on sa Facebook, she goes, yeah, come on, stay with me. And in my mind, really? Actually, I was gonna ask you Nahiya lang talaga ako kasi parang, parang kapal-kapal ko naman. I haven't seen you in a long time. But she offered. So, yeah, exactly. And we've, iba na yung buhay niya, yung buhay ko, whatever. But then, isang catch-up lang, tao na kami ng tao the whole time, And I go, right, see, some friendships, all it takes is a little spark, and you guys connect. Dilim.
Tim, I have a question. Obviously, you're in the public eye, and you're known for being fun, and you have access to all the great parties. Do you have a natural filter? Parang over the years, have you discovered that natural filter nga of finding out which among the people you encounter are in it for real friendship, or who are just in it to basically use your connection?
Yes. Ang filter ko dyan is Hifi, Hudson, Wi-Fi, or Valencia, or Nashville.
Instagram.
Filter. Hindi. Tagal niya mamagat eh. Tagal.
Started thinking, is he speaking another language?
Digestion pa eh. I've been asked that by like older, wiser friends, and they always ask about my sense of discernment when it comes to that. I think with us, who are anybody, whether you are you work in an office, in whatever establishment, or you work in media, or you work in like showbiz and all that, we all have a natural sense of discernment, and discernment when it comes to friendships is very invisible. You feel it. I think that's why we're given that kind of wisdom to be able to survive in this kind of industry, to know who's real, to know who's not, who's there for the short term, who's there for a longer term, and there's no formula, and we can be wrong too. Kutob, yun eh. Kutob, instinct, intuition. Sometimes you can be wrong. But
so for a regular person, it's the same as for you?
Same. It's the same. There's no difference between myself and whoever is watching, whether high profile or low profile. Trust your gut, trust your gut, and base your friendship on the right things.
Okay, we're playing a game. And if you allow me one last quick question.
To deepen our friendship, we're going to play a game.
Pero you've seen so many friends come and go around you and friendships fall around you also and form. Ano yung nakikita mo na parang pinaka-common na reason kung ba't nasisira ang friendship?
Lack of communication. And then all of a sudden I'll just see them in a random like event, moment, party, crying their hearts out to each other because they stopped communicating and she said, he said, na tapos they block communication lines and then when they talk, really? No, I didn't mean that. No, this is what I meant. That's what I meant. Yun. Oo, diba? So yun. Kasi in the end, we're all afraid. We're all human and we're all afraid to get hurt. If there's one thing about me, I think diba? Pat on the back. Yung pat on the back moment ko is that I'm not afraid to get hurt. So that's one thing about me that makes me more open, more straightforward, very in your face when it comes to expressing my opinions. And if ever I have sama na loob to you, I'll tell you talaga. I'll tell you agad-agad. I won't hide it because I have no room for excess baggage. I always say this, we gotta travel light since we're traveling in life. We gotta travel light because we will pay for excess baggage. Mahal.
Tama.
Diba?
Very good. What are your tips? Because a lot of your advice stem from being courageous in confronting and being upfront na with whatever it is that you feel. What's your advice for people who have a difficulty with that?
I think I always feel that overthinking is overrated. Sometimes, how do I know? I might offend, I might ganito. Of course, tread carefully, but don't naman be too cautious that in the end hindi ka na maka-move forward. My advice is not everybody is expressive, but try to be, because in the end, nobody intends to hurt one another intentionally. Friends, there's a basis of love, no matter how shallow or deep the kind of love is. But there is caring, there is this affection that you feel for each other. So always operate from that point. And one time I was gonna have a confrontation with a friend, and I was gonna make two friends. Ipagbabati ko sila.
So ikaw yung
friend intervention.
Okay.
So sabi ko, okay. Talagang magtatapunan talaga sila ng baso or whatever. Like they were about to hurt each other. And then sabi ko, you have to, instead of thinking that sabi niya, we're gonna meet in a public place the guards, you have to make sure that they're all seeing and they're recording this kasi para kung merong magtapon ng whoever, alam, klaro
may
na
evidence.
May evidence na.
Okay.
You have to change your mindset. You shouldn't think that she is out to hurt you. That you guys are friends and she's good. She's a good person. Change your mindset. Don't think that she's out to hurt you. That she's a good person that was offended by your action, but both of you guys are good. Okay, Tim. Okay, I'll try. When she thought of that, tapos din una pa lang, first few seconds, nag-sorry na sila kagad. Tapos ko, hindi naman pala kailangan dito see, because in the end, yun lang yun. You have to always change your mind, not always be on the defense. Not everybody's out to hurt you. Right. Not everybody's out to, put you down, pull you down. Some people can be just too paranoid. And let's hope that we're not that kind. We don't become that kind of a friend. Bear in mind that we're all here to spread good things, friendship, love, relationships, and all that. And we attract the people who we radiate, who are like us as well.
That's true.
Very good. In the name of the Father.
Okay, so now it's time to play a game.
Yes.
And we have decided to play Name That Tune.
Yes.
And we picked songs about friendship.
Okay.
And I will be the game master, also known as the Hummer. And then it's going to be Team Coffee Break, so it's you guys.
Yes.
And
versus Team
New Media Factory.
Cool. Okay.
And
we'll exchange
Jackson and I will exchange so that
okay, we will play.
Paunahan lang to ng diba? Ng hula.
Okay.
Puro ko to kasi competitive ako.
Okay, concentrate.
So how do we go like that?
No, you just say it out.
Okay, sige.
Shout it out.
Unahan ba or take 1 minute?
Take 1 minute. Let's do this.
Take 1 minute ang ano?
Take 1 minute to guess as many songs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready.
Well, nagko-concentrate.
Isip na ako ano yung mga songs.
Kayo muna. Kayo muna.
Okay, go.
You're my hero with Beneath My Wings.
Yes! Okay.
Galing!
I'll be your friend.
Title.
Lean on me.
Yes.
Just...
That's her.
If you want to be my
Spice. Oh, next.
I'll be there for you.
Ay, ang galing.
Next.
Muffets.
Hindi! Ano yun yung sa... Okay. Shit! Shit! Ano ba?
Okay, we have 5 points.
Okay. Let's see if Team NMF will tie. We only have 5 words left.
Okay.
Sino ba kalaban natin?
Sila.
Ba't wala kayo sinagot?
Hindi.
1 minute each. Okay, ready, set, go. We are.
Tapos na.
Yes! High School Musical.
Galing ha.
Umbrella.
Yes! Oh my
Wow!
Pico on a roll. Okay.
I know that song.
Yes! Oh, M!
Oh, di ba manalo to
Ilan sila?
3 na.
Chinese yun eh.
Wala, sirit. Okay. Ano yan? Mamaya, ano?
Hindi tapos din na yung music.
5 seconds.
I know that song.
Hey!
Stand by me!
Yes!
Steal.
The Chinese song.
Do it again.
I get by with a little help from my friends.
Coffee break, 5 points. NMF.
Win again. Sorry. So Tim, thank you so much for joining us.
So much. I had a great time, and like listening to you girls also, and listening to myself, I really realized talaga that ang sarap-sarap na that we are blessed with true friends, and that's why we should keep and meet new people and and have more real friends in our lives.
Yes. So is there anything pala that you want to plug or promote? Any event coming up? Any?
Well, please watch the Tim Yap Show. That's every night, Mondays to Fridays on GMA 7, midnight. That's it.
And please follow him on Twitter and Instagram
Yes.
at official Tim Yap.
Yes.
And stay tuned for the winner of our contest. Yes. Yung mga nag-tweet. We will just announce through at NMF Network.
Yes. Because we're giving away prizes to what we feel was the best question.
Yes. Tim will choose later.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Okay, so thank you for joining us. Thank you, Beyond the Box. And catch this on New Media Factory's website, nmfnetwork.tv. So see you next week.
Bye.
See ya.